Greetings true believers and welcome to another informative video about the heroes and villains of the Marvel Universe. Today we're taking a break from the history of the Marvel Universe to examine something known as the Power Grid, or Power Ratings. For the past 20 years or so, the Power Grid has been used in new editions of the official handbook of the Marvel Universe and various other guidebooks as a way of rating a character's abilities on a scale of 1 to 7 in 6 different categories. These are not meant to be taken as gospel, as power ratings are determined by characters' feats in the comics themselves and can change over time. But in this video, I'm going to go over each of the 6 categories, explain exactly what each rating means, and give some examples of characters who have been officially rated at each level. There are also timestamps in the description below if you would like to skip to a specific category. The first category is intelligence. In this context, intelligence isn't simply knowledge or education, but rather the speed and efficiency at which one can think and mentally process information. Class 1 in intelligence is defined as being slow, learning impaired, or otherwise having some kind of mental deficiency that inhibits one's ability to think. For example, Dennis Dunphy, the Demolition Man, was rated at this level after experiencing brain damage and delusions. This level also includes creatures that operate solely on instinct, such as the living island Krakoa. Class 2 intelligence is classified as normal, basically within the average range of human IQ. Thor, Wolverine, Deadpool, and The Thing all fall into this fairly standard rating. Class 3, or Learned, is above normal, possessing an ability to process information at a rate noticeably higher than average. Because of their demonstrated ability to calculate things like range and trajectory on the fly during combat, Captain America, Hawkeye, and Daredevil all fall into this category. Highly trained fighters often qualify as rank 3, including Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and Iron Fist. Class 4, or Gifted, is similar to rank 3, but with the addition of significant creative talents. Spider-Man, for example, due to his inventive nature, is classified as rank 4 intelligence. Talented spellcasters such as Doctor Strange and Agatha Harkness can also fall into this category. Class 5 is Genius level. Those in this category are able to think incredibly quickly and have an extremely high level of creative talent. The Black Panther, Professor X, and Magneto are ranked at this level. Class 6 is Super Genius. This level is similar to rank 5, but the primary difference is those in Class 6 are able to apply their genius to virtually any intellectual area. So Iron Man and Mr. Fantastic qualify for an intelligence rating of 6. Class 7 is described as Omniscience, or Immeasurable Intelligence. One doesn't necessarily need to be all-knowing to qualify as rank 7, but this rating is typically reserved for those with some sort of cosmic awareness or an alien level of intellect that is incomprehensible to normal humans. Galactus, the Living Tribunal, and some cosmic abstracts like Death qualify as this level of intelligence. The intelligence ratings are a little fuzzy in how they're defined, so let's move on to a much more concrete category, Strength. Strength classes are determined entirely by how much weight a character is able to lift. Class 1 strength is defined by being unable to lift even their own body weight. This of course is uncommon for heroes and villains alike, but someone like MODOK would qualify since due to his large head and small limbs he is unable to move about without mechanical assistance. Older characters like Agatha Harkness or Aunt May often fall into this category as well. Class 2 is normal human strength, able to lift as much as your own body weight, but less than twice that. Doctor Strange would fall into this category, along with most people without some sort of enhanced strength. Class 3 is peak human. Those able to lift more than twice their own body weight but less than 800 pounds are considered to be Strength Class 3. Captain America, Black Widow, and the Punisher are a few examples. Classes 4, 5, and 6 are all increasing levels of superhuman. Class 4 can lift between 800 pounds and 25 tons. Spider-Man and Wolverine are examples of people with this rating. Class 5 can lift between 25 and 75 tons. This is a pretty wide range, so Black Panther and Captain Marvel both fall into this category. Class 6 can lift between 75 and 100 tons. The Thing, Iron Man, and Namor are all at this level, and Class 7 is considered incalculable. Any being capable of lifting over 100 tons is categorized as Strength Class 7. Thor, the Hulk, and Thanos all qualify for this rating. The next category, Speed, should be pretty straightforward, but some of the lower ratings are a little vague. One speed rating is simply determined by how fast they can move over land, either by running or flying. So let's quickly establish the ranges for each class and give some examples. Class 1 is below normal, meaning they cannot attain a speed of 3 to 5 miles per hour. A lumbering creature like Man-Thing would fall into this category. Class 2 is defined as normal, although that's a little misleading since this class includes everyone who can run more than 6 miles an hour but isn't superhuman. In older editions of the official handbook of the Marvel Universe, this would have been divided into normal, athlete, peak human, and enhanced human. But in the Power Grid, all of these fall into Class 2. Everyone from Rick Jones to Wolverine to Captain America. Class 3 is where we get into superhuman, specifically subsonic superhuman. Spider-Man, Hulk, and anybody else with a top speed between 100 and 700 miles an hour fall into this category. Class 4 is the speed of sound. Characters that can run or fly between Mach 1 and Mach 2 qualify for this class. Wonder Man, Cannonball, and Gamora have all been classified at this level. Class 5 is supersonic, encompassing speeds between Mach 2 and orbital velocity, which is approximately 17,000 miles per hour. Captain Marvel, Iron Man, and the Human Torch have all reached this level via flight. Class 6 is light speed, everything faster than orbital velocity up to and including the speed of light. This is pretty rare among humans, with Spectrum, Northstar, and Aurora among the few to qualify. Class 7 is warp speed and includes anybody capable of surpassing the speed of light, such as Nova and the Silver Surfer. Teleporters like Nightcrawler are also considered a Class 7, but as a secondary rating in addition to their usual speed. The next category is durability, defined as a character's ability to resist or recover from bodily injury. Class 1 is weak or below average, an elderly human like Aunt May for example. Class 2 is normal human level. Daredevil, the Scarlet Witch, the Falcon, the Punisher, these all fall into this category. Class 3 is enhanced. At this rating, skin, bone, and muscle tissue are more resilient than possible for a normal human, making them more resistant to injury. Captain America, Spider-Man, and the Black Panther are all in this class. Class 4 is regenerative, and this is where things get interesting. Wolverine, Deadpool, and Blade are all considered rank 4. In many cases, people with a durability rating of 4 may in fact be harder to kill than those rated 5 or 6 solely because of their healing factor. Class 5 is bulletproof, which is pretty self-explanatory. Luke Cage, Mr. Fantastic, and Tombstone are all bulletproof and thus categorized as rank 5 durability. Class 6 is superhuman. Similar to Class 3, Class 6 is characterized by stronger skin, bone, and muscle tissue, but to an extraordinary degree, making them impervious to most injuries. Thor, Captain Marvel, and The Thing are some examples of people with this rating. Class 7 is defined as virtually indestructible. Those at this level are nearly impervious to injury. While cosmic entities such as Death and the Living Tribunal are often at this level, not many humans have been ranked so highly. Mr. Sinister and the Hulk are among the few who have been classified as such. Godlike beings such as Mephisto, who are able to reconstitute themselves after a complete disintegration, are also considered Durability Class 7. The next category is Energy Projection, which classifies characters based on their ability to wield and discharge various forms of energy. Class 1 is none. From Captain America to J. Jonah Jameson, anybody who lacks energy projection as an ability. Class 2 includes those who can discharge or transfer energy, but require physical contact to do so. Gambit, Miles Morales, and Man-Thing are all examples of Rank 2 energy projection. Class 3 can discharge a single energy type at short range for a brief duration. Iron Fist, Captain Britain, and Star Fox all have abilities that place them into this category. Class 4 also wields a single energy type, but with a medium range and duration. Dazzler, Songbird, and the Wasp are all categorized as Energy Projection Class 4. Class 5 is again single energy type, but with long range and duration. Spider-Woman, the Human Torch, and Cyclops each fall into this category. Class 6 is characterized by an ability to wield multiple forms of energy. Magic wielders such as Doctor Strange and the Scarlet Witch are included in this category, as well as some technological heroes such as Iron Man, whose various suits technically place him in Class 6. Jean Grey and Monica Rambeau are also classified as Rank 6 energy projection due to their power sets. Class 7 is described as virtually unlimited command over all forms of energy. As with most of the other categories, Class 7 is most often ascribed to cosmic entities or beings with unfathomable power such as Galactus or the Phoenix. The Silver Surfer is also considered Class 7 in this category, but not many humans can claim as such, one of the few being Proteus. And the final category on the power grid is Fighting Skills, a level of proficiency in hand-to-hand combat. Class 1 is Poor, someone without training or experience, Justin Hammer for example. Class 2 is Normal, an average human with some capabilities. Mary Jane Watson has been rated at this level. Class 3 includes those with some level of martial arts training. The Scarlet Witch and Mr. Fantastic have this rating. Class 4 is described as an experienced fighter. Iron Man was once categorized as Class 3 but has since been updated to Class 4 due to his increased level of combat experience over the years. For similar reasons, Spider-Man has also been classified at this level. Class 5 implies mastery of a single form of combat. Daredevil, Black Panther, and Kitty Pryde have all been categorized as Class 5. While Class 6 requires mastery over multiple forms of combat. Experienced and gifted fighters such as Iron Fist, Captain America, and the Punisher have been ranked at this level. And finally, a Class 7 in fighting skills implies that the character is a master of virtually all forms of hand-to-hand combat. This can be attained through training and discipline, as it was with Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was once ranked at Class 5 when it was thought that Kung Fu was his only discipline, but he has since been updated to Class 7. Wolverine has also been classified at this level due to his decades of training and experience. And of course, Taskmaster falls into this category as well because of his photographic reflexes, allowing him to instantly learn any fighting style. And so those are the 7 levels of each of the 6 power ratings and exactly what they mean. Of course, the power grid is not to be taken all that seriously, as ratings can change and characters aren't limited by what the guidebooks say. Just remember, it's not the power grid that determines what a character can do in the comics, it's the comics that determine what the power grid rating should be. And of course, a character's ratings can change to reflect that. But now when you do see a power rating, you'll know what those numbers are supposed to mean. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, share the video, and subscribe for more Marvelous content. Be sure to leave a comment letting me know what Marvel hero or villain you want to hear about next, and as always, you can check the description below for links to other places you can find me, including my Patreon page, where for only $1 a month you can get your name in these special thanks here. So until next time, true believers, Excelsior!